What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to another football commentary video, I guess you would say. And today we're going to be talking about the Denver Broncos. And the Denver Broncos are a team that is very disappointing, to say the least. I would say they are the most disappointing team coming into the season. I would say my second most disappointing was probably the Raiders. But the Broncos just, after adding Russell Wilson, top 10 defense, it's just really lackluster. And not only that, a few weeks ago, or like a week or two ago, at the time I'm making this video, they fired their head coach, Nathaniel Hackett. He didn't even make it the full year, and he's already fired. And now the Broncos have like this interim head coach. I don't know his name. And as I'm making this video, they lost to the Chiefs. So they're looking like they're getting a top 5 pick. And you guys probably thinking, well, Daniel, that's, I guess, at least they have next year to look forward to with the, top 10 pick. But the worst thing about this is that they don't even own that pick. The Seattle Seahawks actually own their pick, and they're like in the top 5 or something like that. So basically that top 5 pick is going to Seattle, not even Denver. And the Denver Broncos, man, they're just a big mess. Their whole offense is just absolutely garbage. Russell Wilson's playing like garbage. The defense is like the only shining point of this football team because they are a top 10 defense. They're really good. The Denver Broncos defense with Justin Simmons, great pass rushers, great corners, Patrick Surtain, just elite defense. But the offense just doesn't, or is not there. And bringing in Russell Wilson, you expected the offense to be so much better. You expected the offense to be great because, trust me, as an Arizona Cardinals fan, Russell Wilson is one of the greatest quarterbacks I've ever seen on TV, to be honest. I've seen him a lot, killed my team over the years. So I expected him to really do good in Denver. I expect him to at least make the playoffs. I don't think they were going to be a Super Bowl team from the start, but at least they were playoff contenders, a playoff team, a wild card team. And they didn't even make it at that. They have one of the worst records in the league. And on Christmas Eve, they actually got fucking blown out the water by the LA Rams. So it is just a really bad season for the Denver Broncos. So I would say probably one of the worst season if you're a Broncos fan. Like, I'm pretty sure Broncos fans can agree when I say this, that this season was probably the most just disappointing and heartbreaking season. Just one of the worst in general. And for me, to be honest, I really don't feel bad for the Denver Broncos because you signed Russell Wilson to that 5-year extension. You expect him to do good. Like, in that offseason, we looked at that move. It's like, like at the time when they made that big contract extension, you're thinking, okay, it's pretty cool. Definitely, there were some people saying overpaid and stuff like that. But coming into this season, Russell Wilson was supposed to take this Broncos team to, or Broncos offense to the next level. And it's just been straight disappointing. And the Denver Broncos are just a mess. Like, let's all be honest. Who wants to coach the Denver Broncos next year? Who is going to coach the Denver Broncos next year? I don't really know. Like, I don't know. I don't really know like all the coaches that are on the coaching block, but it's definitely going to be crazy to see. It's definitely going to be wild to see who is the next head coach for the Denver Broncos. I would say, a Vance Joseph reunion probably wouldn't be too out the picture, but who knows, we'll wait and see. I'm not really too huge in like the whole coaching staff situations within the league, so it definitely should be very interesting to see the Broncos offseason. What are they going to do? Are they going to add more weapons? But at the same time, the Broncos offense was kind of banged up this year. I probably should have said that a little bit earlier in the video, but their offense is a little banged up. I know a few receivers have like torn ACLs and stuff, so that is definitely rough. But at the same time, Russell Wilson has just been playing like absolute dog shit. And if they want to actually do something, if they actually want to win the Super Bowl or something, that offense has to step up. If the offense plays like at least a top 10, top 15 offense, they could legitimately be in the playoffs right now. Their defense is really good. Like, if you look at a lot of their early losses, they didn't really lose by that much, I guess you would say. Teams didn't really score that much. It's just the offense. It's just killer. One of the worst offenses in the league. And I think the Broncos offense, if I'm not mistaken, is one of the historically worst offenses of all time. Now, I could be wrong on that, but that's how it generally feels. It's just a really disappointing season for the Broncos, and definitely a lot of question marks surrounding the team and seeing what they do next season. So let me know what you guys think about the Denver Broncos down in the comments. Do you guys think that they'll be okay and they'll just get shit right and next year will be the year? Or do you guys think it's going to take more years for Russell Wilson and the Broncos to take off? For me personally, I think next year they're obviously going to be a lot better. It's just I don't know what they're going to do in free agency. Are they going to sign new weapons? Are they going to bring better linemen? I feel like they are for sure going to mostly construct the offense, because the defense is, as I said, the defense is solid, top 5. It's just the offense that needs a lot of work. So we'll see how the Broncos do this next offseason. I hope they mostly build around Russell Wilson. That's probably the best case scenario. Just build around his play style, build around who he is as a quarterback. And I do think that Russell Wilson could bounce back next year, and I do think they could make the playoffs at least. I don't think they're gonna win the Super Bowl next year. The Denver Broncos don't look like a Super Bowl team, but yeah, who knows, man? Maybe they take off next year and become that Super Bowl team, but I really don't think that. And as of right now, they're just a big mess, and we'll see who their next coach is. So, with that being said, guys, it's been Daniel. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed today's video, drop a like, subscribe if you're brand new, and I will see you guys in the next one. Later.